So Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas met with some Border Patrol agents in Texas in a closed-door meeting recently. And apparently unbeknownst to him, his remarks, or at least some of his remarks, were recorded. And that recording was leaked to Fox News. We have just a clip of those remarks here for you.
Closed doors. In this leaked audio, talking to Border Patrol agents, Mayorkas says the situation is more dire than he is publicly willing to admit.
This is unsustainable. These numbers cannot continue. We cannot get to a point where we were a couple weeks ago, and we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. We're looking at the policy options.
So to add to the recorded portion, there are a couple of other things that Mayorkas said. He says, a couple of days ago, I was down in Mexico, and I said, look, if our borders, emphasis mine, if our borders are the first line of defense, we're going to lose, and this is unsustainable. He also said, we can't continue like this. Our people in the field can't continue, and our system isn't built for it. This all according to the report from Fox News, and you see there his last words there. We're looking at the policy options. I think a lot of people on the right see this kind of as a win. They see this as a senior administration official in the Biden administration essentially admitting that current policy isn't working, and therefore perhaps hinting at a return to something a little more Trumpian, a little more conservative. I'm trying to decide whether that's how I see it or not. He says, we're looking at the policy options. What do you think those policy options might be? What changes do you think the Biden administration would actually let Secretary Mayorkas make in his current role?
Oh, I don't know. Silver Fox, maybe enforce the law. It's the last time. Enforce the law.
Is it though?
I mean, once the policy of the United States became we don't enforce the law anymore, that's where this exploded. It started long before that, and look, border issues are an issue internationally. If you've ever got an asymmetry in power and wealth, then people are going to try to move from the poorer country to the wealthier country on the other side of the border. But this is a policy issue to the extent that the Biden administration just decided we are not going to enforce the law of the land. Biden himself decided he was not going to fulfill his constitutional oath. And they hung out to dry United States citizens who live on the border. They hung out to dry southern states that are on the border because they're having to deal with the humanitarian and the health crisis that goes with that. They hung out to dry every single United States voter because of the voter fraud that goes along with this. And finally, they really, really sold out any American worker whose work can be done at a lower wage by an illegal immigrant. So the Biden administration has sold out Americans every which way. And the policy problem, he's right, it is a policy problem. There does need to be a policy change. The policy needs to be that you enforce the laws of the United States of America. Now, there's lots of stuff we could do past that. Continuing to build the wall, allocating more resources to DHS, letting them deal more harshly with illegals who are coming over. Lots of things you could do there, but we could start by a modest proposal to start would be enforce the laws of the land.
There was actually reportedly an agent in that closed-door meeting who said, "Hey, make illegal immigration illegal again." That might help address the issue. Grant, do you think any of that's going to happen? I guess is part of my question here.
I think kind of what you were getting at is a little bit of what I'm concerned about. And Josh was saying, we need to make illegal immigration illegal again, basically, is what Josh was saying. And I agree with that. I fear that maybe instead of the policy change being we're going to start enforcing laws, I fear that maybe he means we're going to enforce laws even less. Maybe he means that we don't need to be detaining so many people, or we don't need to be keeping people in facilities. Maybe he wants to release more people into the United States. And I'm not trying to fearmonger or say that's what he means. I don't know what he means, but he said policy change. Yep. And just based on the track record of this administration, I don't know that I've seen anything that would tell me, all right, their policy changes that they're going to enforce immigration laws stricter. I haven't seen that so far. Hopefully we do, but I don't know.